Hey folks! Welcome back to Let's Play Minecraft Zen Futility Mode. I'm your host CPC Gamer, and I have worked out why I couldn't plant mushrooms on my deck. But I will come back and do that later, because the fix is a little bit time consuming, and I have other plans for today's video. For example, I'm going to get rid of the last little bit of sandstone holding up my garden, for aesthetic reasons. Oh, I don't much care for that. And I'm also going to get rid of you, so that I have a proper balcony. Lovely. So, the main thing that I want to do today is to head north and explore that random pit that I found. And we're looking for the usual bits while we do. Diamonds, a fortress, Neo Geo cartridges, all sorts of cool stuff. Although speaking of, and ignoring the game right away to talk about something else, there is a science museum near to me, and they were advertising a temporary exhibit where you could learn all about the history of video games. Take a look where we came from to get to here. And to me, that says it's going to be all about the history of gaming, right? Like you start off with Pong, you move through to the arcades, the consoles, the homebrews, all sorts of things. Turns out, they wanted you to pay £14 to sit and play emulators for an hour. I'm not even mad they were sold out. Oh, let's not put you there. You go on the left-hand wall. You see, I'm learning things! And only 9 episodes in. Although, to be fair, I could probably find my way out of here from right in front of the door. But I just want to get into a good habit if I can. After all, the best cure is prevention. I think that's a saying. I don't know, my family had a bunch of weird sayings when I was growing up. Things like, go up the Wooden Hills to Bedfordshire. And I'm not even making that one up. That's the worst part about it. And it's actually a pretty rich cave so far. And it's... Oh no, I see you. Right, so what that is it's a skeleton wearing a full set of golden armor. It just looks like Iron Man because of the texture pack we're using. And I guess this is a side effect of turning up the difficulty. Although with that said, it looks more like a hazmat suit than anything else. Oh, and I don't know how effective shooting it with arrows is going to be, by the way. I want to get my hits in where I can on this fight. Oh, and a twofer! I got the bat as well. Clearly that is the most important part of this exchange. Though that I can tell, the bats don't do anything, they're just kinda there. Alright, let's see what else we've got. Ooh. So one of the very easiest trades you can do is for coal. Metal workers will take a very low amount of coal in exchange for an emerald, and that's made even better by the fact that coal is pretty much everywhere. Clearly. And, from what I can tell, trading is a system of exponential growth as well. So the more trades you do, the more trades you can make, and it just kinda goes on from there. And it's so weird to me that it's in the game. It's weird to me that a lot of stuff is in this game, because I got in quite early when it was just, you know, here are some dirt rocks, go and build a shack. But that's the way you want to do it, though. Introduce a few things and build on that. And it's probably a good idea to do that in Minecraft, because even when you first begin, and the game first began, it was kinda impenetrable. I mean, I mentioned right back in episode 1, some of the recipes are unintuitive. Especially when you use stuff that doesn't exist in the real world, so you can't guess what it does based on real world properties. Although I worked out you could heat sand and make glass, that was... Do you know what? I very often forget to check how my tools are doing before these expeditions, you guys. Because that's like... twice now that's happened. However, my plan is to run through these iron pickaxes and then go to the diamond one. I don't need any more obsidian, at least not yet, and they're exceptionally durable anyway. I mean, I think I've only ever... What the... Running away now! Okay. That was unexpected. Wow, okay. I think I'm gonna stick around here and maybe get some health back before I go any further into the cave. That was pretty scary. And I guess that's my payback for the narrow escape I had when I was playing Gauntlet, huh? Wow. By the way, enjoy one of the knee-jerk reactions I have to being scared, everybody. I laugh inappropriately. It's gonna get me killed one of these days, I can just tell. Also, I'm still mining this coal. It's a matter of principle at this point. I can see the game spawning another guy right behind me after that, so let's not take any chances. Especially since I'm not at full health. I might need to invest in some better armor after that. Although getting reduced to 5% health is a pretty lucky escape. But, I mean, if there were other monsters nearby, we'd be looking at game over right now. I'd have to find some other game to play for 15 minutes or so that can give me a chance to plump up the video to 20 minutes long so it doesn't give the game away. Except I just kinda did. Alright, let's see what's down here. Hopefully nothing particularly murdery, although I do hear a skeleton. Oh, nice! Emeralds! That's like free money. And I found the skeleton! I'm generally a lot less afraid of the monsters in this game when I can see them, you know? Although maybe afraid is the wrong word, because it's just a game. It's not real or any actual tangible threat. I just prefer knowing where the monsters are. That way, I know what direction to swing my sword. And thank goodness I found a dead end, because now I can go back and explore some of the other paths that I found. This is the true Dark Souls! Also, I know it's me not playing the game properly, and I started this tangent many videos ago, but I don't much like the idea of mining along until I find something. I'm always much happier to wander into natural systems like this one, and pick out what I find. Because at least that way, I know the game can spawn monsters in front of me, as well as just behind me, which... hopefully, this episode has illustrated why that is a problem. Oh, nice! Another emerald! At least I didn't get exploded in vain. And you'd think I'd have an easier time rushing that guy down, since I had the current behind me and all that, but the game disagrees. I don't fully understand it either. Ooh, hello. And I've become very conscious about the fact that I do that lately. Hello is a greeting, not an expression of surprise, Andy. But apparently I use it as one when I'm doing my videos. Like, iron ore is so important that it breaks my masterful command of the English language. Alright, let's head back out. If I find anything interesting on the way, I'll stop and grab it, but I'm a little shaky right now, so I don't feel up to heading deeper and grabbing any more stuff. Also, I need more torches, because I am getting nowhere with like 3 torches in my hand. Though having said that, I'm going to get this iron ore. And also that gravel. Because the gravel might drop flint, and I need some of that for crafting arrows, as well as flint and steel, which can be used to create a portal to the Nether. Because I'm going to build one of those. Apparently I'm feeling completely suicidal after that creeper blew me up. But we'll get to that another day, because right now we need to actually get out of the mine. Ideally with all my limbs in place. And I have one, which is a start, I guess. See, flint is generally the most forgiving of the random drops, but as you can see, it's still not particularly easy to gather. And that's why I like to get my arrows from defeated skeletons. No need for resource management or careful crafting, I can just take someone else's stuff. And it's not theft, because he didn't complain about it. That's Kenda logic, that is. Right. I should be okay. And I don't want to push it anymore because, again, I'm pretty sure I'm going to get exploded if I go down there. Of course I feel brave and or stupid enough to get back to, like, what, round 3 of mining a coalface blind? Awesome times. I don't know why, because this is strictly for trading later on. Like, I'm playing a single-player game, so, strictly speaking, I don't need anything more than I have, but whatever. Although, I say I'm playing single-player, I am online, so people can rock up and join me if they want, but I guess nobody's really into it right now. They're all playing Dark Souls 3. And it's also, like, 10 o'clock on a Thursday morning right now. The joys of having a fluid timetable that changes from day to day. Oh, and thank you for reminding me that I missed something, Lone Torch. You're a pal. Also, apologies if I forget what I'm doing and plunge the video into darkness with my lack of torches. Again, my TV is bright enough that I can see what I'm doing no matter what, so I occasionally forget that the video dies. I'm doing my best to avoid that, though. Which can lead to unfortunate situations like this one, where I missed a torch somewhere, so I have to go back and get it. Let's go back for it. No man left behind. And it's silly, I know, because you can get torches just like that, and I'm probably coming back here anyway at some point. I just have to collect all my bits. Oh, and it's nighttime. I might find another Enderman or something. And see, I'm fine with taking on pretty much any monster in the game, so long as I can vaguely see where they are, and I'm in an open area, so go figure. Right, let's fight our way home, collect our treasure. Although not really, because we already collected it in the pit. We're going to examine it, I guess. Oh man, it's a gelatinous cube! Now I get to talk about stupid D&D monsters again. Look up the Intellect Devourer. And I am damn surprised that I was able to say that quickly while being chased by a monster. It's just a brain on legs. It's great. And stupid. And I have slain slime! So let's get home. I wonder if the slime burns in the sunlight like the zombies and the skeletons. Probably not, because the creepers don't. And I got to thinking about this lately. I think the reason the creepers don't catch fire in the sunlight could be chalked up to natural selection of a sort. Because creepers contain gunpowder. That's how they explode. So if there was a population that did catch fire, they wouldn't last very long. I mean, yes, creepers don't burn in sunlight because that's how they're programmed, but it's still fun to speculate wildly, you know? Right, I think I'm going to finish off this session by adding a little bit to the back of the house. I mentioned that I can't plant or grow mushrooms out there, and the reason for that is because mushrooms will only grow in low light. There's not a great deal of that out here in the desert. Oh hey, surprise chicken! I do that in real life too. Begin preparing food, kind of forget that it's there. I'm actively surprised I haven't burned my house down yet. Anyway, that's about... Actually, no, hang on a second. Put you guys back in there. Now, that is all I need from you. So now let's go and gather some materials. And the first thing we need is -1 andesite. That was surprisingly easy to collect. You! My amazing and angry charge was let down by the gap in the floor. How long have I been living here and I didn't fix that yet? I suppose I never got around to needing to go this way. Oh, and it doesn't matter now because that guy would have just blown it up anyway. I'm never entirely sure how long you can be around the creeper before it detonates. Clearly. Alright, so... I'm actually going to head back inside for a second. Usually, I make my back garden something a lot nicer than this. Like there's a gravel path, a deck, a pond, maybe a little fountain at the back. I can't really do that here, because I had to build up the base garden myself. But what I can do is modify a build that I usually do, and hopefully it won't look dreadful. And I don't need to go over there just now. I'll come back to that. Let's go this way. Yes! There is an acacia tree over here as well. And see, usually it doesn't matter what kind of wood I find, because I build my houses out of red brick. But I want to keep things consistent. It is a temporary installation, but I want it to look good while it is there. Of course, I say that, it's going to look a little unbalanced given how small the garden is, but... whatever, we'll come to that when we come to it. Wait a second, I don't need those seeds, so away they go! Right, I need the shears now, and... you! We don't need you. I just kinda happened upon you as I was wandering, but I'm still sore about getting blown up earlier, so... I'm getting more aggressive than you'd think. Anyways, let's grab some of these guys. I don't know how many I'm going to need, so we'll grab a handful, use it to start off with, come back for more later on. Do I want lily pads? No, I don't. I'm not building a pond. I also don't need those leaf blocks. Now we can get going with some more of this. Oh, I see a sheep. Come here, you! I'm going to use this wool to redecorate my house. Oh, wait. That was the hit command, not the use command. I'm good with these triggers, by the way. Oh, jeez, another one. What the heck, game? Have I upset you? And yeah, no, that's fine, Golem. You hang back. I dealt with that guy on my own. That's fine. Right, back to my house for now, and let's do the build. Hopefully, I'm isolated enough that nobody's gonna burst in. Oh, and I've only just noticed how damaged my sword is. Let's get rid of that, and use another one. Defense-wise, we should be okay for now. Right, for this build, we will need some... I want to say wooden boards? No, that's Don't Starve. I've been watching a friend of mine streaming that lately, and that's why I'm thinking of it. Whatever, we need these half blocks of wood. Slabs! That is what they are called. Took me a while to get there, but there we go. Now, usually I'll build a sheltered walkway outside my back door, but in this case we're going to use it as a balcony of sorts, blocking the sun, so hopefully we can grow some of those mushrooms I found. I sure hope I can do it. It was a pretty terrifying run to get the red ones. And there we go. Wait, that is off kilter, so that won't work. Alright, I'm gonna need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5! And hey, I did it in English this time! Excellent times! Alright, there we go. We're not done crafting just yet, but I want to take this one step at a time. And that was always my problem when I tried projects when I was younger. I'd always rush for the big, glorious finish. Like before I set the base components down to make that happen. You should see some of my old oil paintings. Oh, no, that's right. I can't put the vines there because I didn't do the rest of the crafting. You see what I mean? I just want to get to the end. But whatever. We will need, I don't know, some number of fences. I don't even remember. But definitely more than we had. So that should be okay. It's also news to me that you can make different kinds of fences. They really have added a lot of aesthetic junk to this game since the last time I paid close attention to it. You, and you. Also, I know that I don't need to put corner supports in first, or at all, because gravity pretty much doesn't apply to the in-game resources, but I want it to look solid and sound at the very least. And that's part of what this is. It makes it look more structurally sound, and it's very pretty to boot. I just like putting trellises on stuff. I also like the word trellis in general. Trellis. Also, hey, I was close in my wild, uneducated guess. When has that ever happened before? Oh, game! Why you do this? Okay, time to go and get some more wood. And just watch. This is the bit where I get jumped by a monster and die, when I am so close to watching my silly little vanity project come to fruition. Oh, and that's convenient. I don't need the whole tree, just that branch. Aw, man. That looks really good from a distance. I like that. Of course, I kinda expected that it would, because that's what I usually build. But I will have less of your sense and logic. Thank you very much. Right, I only need the one. But sadly, you can't build ones of things like this, so I'm gonna have to get creative. Or weird. ¿Por qué no los dos? Alright, you, and you. Not the prettiest design, but it seems a shame to throw that stuff away. Right, you know what, let's put that chick in there, why not? I know it restores more food units than the carrots do, but I never go below 80% anyway, so what's the point? And what is the deal, game? Why can't I put the vines up there? I usually do it. What a mystery. Well, can I plant my mushrooms at least? Probably yes if I can find them. Aha, and so I can. Excellent. Right, not all the way, but it's a start. We'll fix that up the next time I come to do some renovation or something. You know, it is seriously bugging me that I can't put vines on the thing up there. Ah, well, I'm gonna sign off and leave these here all out of order just to annoy people. I can't do that, really. There we go. Oh, hey! Red mushroom wins at noughts and crosses. Awesome. Alright, join us next time for some more Minecraft. And until next time, goodbye.